I'm national champion, head coach for the women of Japan. Kasumi to start with the serve.
Love ball.
Little help from the top of the net for the first point.
One all.
Now I will say, of course, the favorite here is Ning. Kasumi Ishikawa has pulled off some big wins in the past few tournaments. Oh, and the big step around forehand with some serious power, but Ning not phased. Ning looks so strong out there. Just the appearance. Second time point for Ishikawa off the top of the net. Ning away from the international tournaments for some time now. We'll see if she's gathered any rust in the meantime. Ishikawa quite the opposite.
2-3.
From last week, beating Wu Yang 4-0. And this week, Kasumi Ishikawa knocking out Li Chen of Poland, Li Xiaodan from China, and Gu Yuting from China. Well played right down the middle. More power. Ishikawa's getting more power than I'd seen from her in the past. She's been outstanding in the fast rallies, nominated for a Star Awards Star Point in the past with Liu Shiwen.
Let 3 all.
Heavy spin from Ning. A bit of vocalization to get into it. Ning from the early rounds started off beating Sofia Polkanova from Austria 4-0. After that, Chen Ke from China. After that, Zhang Qiang. Zhang Qiang is another player I would like to tell you to watch out for. A pen holder in the game as the Mickey House crew sits to support the Japanese player. Had lunch with the Mickey House crew from the Japanese team, Honoko Hashimoto, Hitomi Sato, Maki Shiomi, Saki Shibata, coaches and practice partners alike.
5-4.
Little fun fact for you, none of them have long hair. When I asked the coach about it, I said, is that the rule for Mickey House? She said, more convenient. Less time for shower and dry, more time for practice. Pretty cool.
5 all.
Serve drifts a little long, and Ning right there to clean up. Coach Mika Baba looking down at notes, we would imagine. Tough to see. Now, as the bigger of the two players, that means more wingspan for Ning, but a bigger middle to cover. Quick reaction time from Ishikawa to get Ning stretching that much, but the shot doesn't come down. Nice counter here.
5-7.
Ning a little bit late to get there, but not too late. Counters it back, and the pressure on Ishikawa is too much. Second towel break of the game. Ning, Queen of Hearts, leads by 2. Perfect placement on the serve, right at the baseline, into the body, fast and long. Excellent exchange.
7 all.
Every time I'm watching a shot from Ishikawa in this rally, it feels like she's running out of energy and Ning's waiting for the moment. Ning just keeping it in play, creating angles. But Ishikawa covered the middle with the backhand really well. Ties the game back up 2 in a row for Ishikawa. Long push, too long and wide. Now, in terms of pressure, Ishikawa taking the first game would put Ning, I'd say, in a little bit more of panic mode. Granted, it's best of 7, so I wouldn't expect a full panic, but she could tighten up, slow down, feel the pressure earlier on, not play her best, loosest game. Backhand to backhand practice out here. Kasumi Ishikawa played this point so well, and Ning covers the middle with the forehand twice. Gets the third. But she's so fast and ready to change position. Again, high-speed play.
9-all.
Chinese players are no stranger to speed, that's for sure. Physical fitness, power, and speed. A good set of descriptors to have on your side. And your character description for the players. Almost brings it down, but can't. It's game point for Ning to take the first. Ishikawa on the receive here. I think that's going to be a tougher ball for Ning with that arc to play if she has to play the backhand. Let's see. Cannot get it back into the backhand side. Ning takes game 1 11-9, and we'll be back for game 2 right after this.
Match som redan nu ser ut att kunna bjuda på det bästa av det bästa inom dampingis.
Second game, Ning on serve, love all.
Back for game 2, Ning leading 1-0 over Ishikawa.
Love 1.
And Ishikawa starting strong. A little bit of fortune in game 1, game 2 clean start for Ishikawa.
One all.
I've had a chance to see Kasumi at the Women's World Cup. She was working on her backhand in the practice hall. Very circular motion that you see Liu Shiwen do. Oh, man.
1-2.
To the very corner. You wonder if Ishikawa knew this had a chance of being on the table right away and went for it. She has a chance to reach that ball. Completely the other way. You could see the arc on that next shot, a little bit slower and softer.
2 all.
A lot of table tennis fans think Ishikawa is older than she is because of comparison to all her teammates.
Sorry.
Oh, edge of the table, but still
2-3.
good parallel shot there to change it up. Ishikawa only 24 years old. Still has several years to become the best player she can be. Again, Tokyo 2020, a little less than 3 years away now.
3 all. 3-4.
Ooh, very close to the back edge of the table. I think Ning was waiting to see Ishikawa stepping around for that forehand. Now, I mentioned Ishikawa being 24 years old, Ning 27. Will she make it to another Olympic Games? Time will tell.
5-4.
Tough to stay closed. It is tough to stay closed, that is, when someone hits it right into your middle hard. Ishikawa able to get the forehand open, though. Just not keep the ball down. Some tape on the arm, it seemed.
Five all.
I'm quite curious in terms of Olympic Games. If Ning were to go, that would be her third singles. Oh, nice inside out forehand for the finish. We don't see that too often. Wang Hao, one of the only players I can think of, the only one who comes to mind representing China for 3 Olympic Games. And he played the final every time and lost it every time. Silver medal, not too bad though. Once again, that down the line edge shot. Ning says, come on, give me a break here. Ishikawa didn't even want eye contact after this. That's part of the game. She's obviously not aiming for the edge. Come on. Ning's like, come on. And of course, silver medal at the Olympics is incredible, but for Chinese standards, it's expected. There's that reverse tomahawk serve, kicks up and out, catches the edge of the racket. Top and side, that second bounce. Ishikawa wanted confirmation that that was crazy. Turned around like, did you see that? 2 in a row.
6-8.
This is tough. Ishikawa says, I know it was coming long. Got to take the attack here. I've got time for the forehand stroke. Watch it come off the table. Give a quality first ball with that forehand loop. Or maybe drive, as we would say. Heavy topspin shot with forward motion. Ning has really turned it up a gear out here. From 2 service points to on the receive now, 3-point lead. Little change of placement here from where the serve is coming from. Nice backhand, some pace in the wide shot.
9-7.
Now, if Kasumi Ishikawa gets to serve again, one of my favorite serves that she does, the high toss in near the body that kicks out to Ning's forehand side. It's quite surprising, tough to read. There it is.
9-8.
This is a second chance. Kasumi Ishikawa does exactly what she wants with this. It's coming off the table. Watch her just power through. Short stroke, step around, and full commitment. 1-point game, Ishikawa down. Finishing shot, another break off the top of the net. She changed it up though with that parallel shot. She decided to go from edge of the table to net. Ning stays in the point. The ball sits up quite high. So game number 2 will be decided by 2 points as well, just like game number 1. Ishikawa has the serves this time. Haven't seen a lot of shovel serves. Ishikawa looks like she's deciding where to stand. Middle of the table she goes. And the shovel serve does not get her through the point. Ning with a game point, just like in game 1. Ishikawa's second serve right here. Fast long long serve, and Ding Ning not bothered. Survives the point, 11-9 once again. 2-0 lead for the Queen of Hearts, and we'll be back for game number 3 right after this.
2-0 till Kasumi ISHIKAWA. Det är nu 2-0 till Ning Ning. Frågan är, kan ISHIKAWA, som hon gjort tidigare i denna tävling, vända på ett till synes hopplöst läge, därtill mot den mest rutinerade motståndaren i hallen? Det återstår att se. Härnäst väntar set nummer 3.
Third game, ISHIKAWA on serve, love all.
And there you have it, Ishikawa, Kasumi Ishikawa with the serve, down 0-2 to start off game 3.
1 love. One all.
Now this news just in, apparently during Zhu Yuling's match, part of the reason I had trouble reading the lips of Xiao Zhan was that they were actually speaking a Sichuanese dialect. Top of the net again, Ding Ning. The facial expressions. She's up 2-0, but it feels like she's keeping tabs here, keeping track of how many shots have come off the top of the net. Tough not to at a certain point when there's a lot of imbalance there.
2 all.
Ding Ning, the one to open up the wide shot. The Mickey House crew and the massage team for Japan quite happy with Kasumi's reaction to get out for that forehand. Oh, right down the line off the bounce. Now this is a tall order. Kasumi's not going to be able to do this even 80% of the time she tries, which at a professional level, you're not going to see players take too many shots that they can't do at least more than half of the time. One more net.
2-5.
Ding Ning saying, give me a break. She's just going to try to keep it out of her head, stay focused on the game.
Six-3.
It's going to be a tough one to recover from when the ball sits up that high and Ding Ning has time to get her backhand into, or her forehand rather, into play. Almost a timeout. We'll see the notebook there, full of quotes and information. Reverse tomahawk. Ooh, surprise placement, gets a surprise receive. Kasumi leaves some side spin on this ball, way down the line. Look at the kick on that ball from Ishikawa's forehand. Ding Ning rehearsing, reminding herself how much rotation is on that ball and where it's going to go.
7-5.
Ding Ning is so versatile with that serve. It's really tough to predict where it's going to go, to defend yourself. Try to keep her off that third ball attack.
7-5.
Right at the baseline of the table, it's tough to play a topspin counter. It's very tough to keep it short with backspin.
7-6.
Ishikawa still with a 1-point lead. Timeout, Mika Baba, no. Looked like she might have been suggesting one. Maybe just offering a little bit of coaching between points, which has been legal since October of 2016. Over a year now, coaches can jump in between points. Beautiful shot to finish, but we got to see my favorite serve, Ishikawa, with that high toss that kicks out to the forehand. Very subtle contact. I think one of my favorite things about that serve is it's so tough to see how she generates the spin. It's just very subtle, the wrist movement at the contact. Beauty of the high toss serve, a little bit more speed on the ball coming into the racket.
7-8.
Shots, Ishikawa with the backhands from way behind to go fearlessly. Look how deep these shots are. Full strokes on the backhand, 3 in a row. And finally tries to arc it back up, send it to the backhand corner so Ding Ning would step around and Kasumi could do the same, get that forehand in. Suddenly the score is leveled at 8 points apiece. Quality long push there from Ding Ning. Ding Ning nominated for the ITTF Female Star Athlete of the Year. Curious to see between her and Ju Yuling and a few others. Could be quite an interesting battle.
10-8.
Missed contact, and it's 2 game points for Ding Ning. Third towel break of the game as Ishikawa strolls over to the ball. Strong as Ishikawa's playing. Ding Ning even better, takes the game once more, 11-8. We'll be back, game number 4 coming up right after this.
Går från 1 till 2 fritt. Hon har vunnit de 2 första sätten 11-9 och tar hem det tredje 11-8 trots underläge 6-8. Nu uppe i en 3-0-ledning och uppförsbacken ser onekligen brant ut för Ishikawa.
サイド切ったら難しいボールだったらサイド切れば周りこっち中途半端にクロスとミドルの辺に行っちゃうと相手フォアかけられるそれがもしくはストレートバックストレートそこ
两无失误对不对？就这2个球法一样出来一点点卡住这位置我技能加力我有法转我真正没有办法对不对？就把这2个环节处理好还是要注意对长的啊长的这种球就长的一个算你们可以侧他如果实在不能侧他唰直线球
Fourth game, Ding Ning on serve, love all.
Back for game number 4, Ding Ning leading 3-0 over Kasumi Ishikawa.
1 love.
Well, they've all been quite close. Ding Ning could pull out of this with a 4-0 victory, making her way to the women's singles final.
Let 1 love.
On the other side, it's going to be between Chun Shing Tong and Ju Yuling.
1-all.
That match will be happening later on tonight, 7:30 local time.
Let.
And looking at my
1-all.
watch, probably later at this point. A lot of long distance matches so far.
2-1.
So the chase begins once again. Ning has made her way back in every game so far. Now, nets and edges wise, I think Ning still has a few favors left. Excellent decision. Ishikawa turns for the forehand from the middle and plays it out wide. Now, Ning has the wingspan, but again, she's pinned on the backhand corner coming down from the shot before. The timing, this is a classic combination when you get a player to take the forehand from the middle, play it wide to the forehand.
3-all.
And if you get them to step around the middle for a backhand, where they otherwise could have used the forehand, play it deep to the backhand corner, get them off balance, create an opening. Now, if Ishikawa can keep it a little bit deeper on the table, she'll have a little bit more time to turn, and not only that, she'll have a little more predictability on the shot placement from Ning. Especially with their opponent right at the back of the table. One opening backhand, we saw Koki Niwa do that so well on several occasions. Not well enough to get through Fangbo, but well enough to take it to game 7. Excellent point again, Ning, letting it be known that that point was a monstrous point, and she owns it. She claimed it after all this work. The exchanges with Ishikawa taking backhands twice from the forehand side. Then the backhand from the forehand. Wait, the forehand from the backhand side. Man, this is getting dizzying. All right, Ning leading 5-4.
For 6.
Soft touch in the receive. Ishikawa credit for that receive, but still, once the point opened up, Ning in control. Soft flick, a little bit of side spin into the body, and timeout for Kasumi Ishikawa. If not now, then when? This is the only timeout she will have in this match, as each player, for those of you a little bit newer to the sport, have one timeout per match. But Ishikawa is in danger of losing this match, just 4 points away. Again, Kasumi Ishikawa getting through Chinese-born chopper representing Poland, Li Chen. She's been quite a strong opponent for some time. But last week she got through Wu Yang 4-0, the top chopper in the world by many standards. And after that, beating Li Xiaodan of China 4-3. And after that, Guyu Ting. That match was incredible to watch. Late last night with Kasumi Ishikawa, Guyu Ting, another player with a bright future for China. Nope. Don't injure yourself, Ning.
7-5.
Please don't injure yourself. We'd love to see this point keep going. Look at the angle, side, and then covers it again. This is the type of shot where if Ning is able to get that, she turns her back completely to the table. As soon as Ishikawa hits that shot, she's already walking over to wipe her hand off, just watching in case. First point out of the timeout goes to Ishikawa. Oh, nice play from Ning. The head shake. Look at this. Not twice. Ishikawa did it once before. Ding Ning's like, yeah? Have anything to say about that? Think you can do it twice? I don't think so. And the edge comes back a little bit. Ding Ning apologizes, but pretty well knows that she still had a few in the bank. No re-gifting. 4-point lead for Ding Ning. Ding Ning with that soft, awkward backhand to follow up with the big forehand earns her 5 game and match points to move on to the women's singles final. Big welcome back tournament for Ding Ning. Ishikawa not so ready to stop fighting. Saves 1 match point. Still a long road ahead. After all, she's down 0-3 in games. Talk about mental toughness. This is why a player has to play every point. Just focus on the point at hand. And the soft receive stays short. Ding Ning 4-0 over Kasumi Ishikawa. And game 4 was the most dominant game yet in the match. What a performance by the Queen of Hearts. And Kasumi Ishikawa, the top and the last standing Japanese player, has been knocked out of the tournament by the Queen of Hearts. There you have the scores. Enjoy the highlights and stick around, because in just a bit, we've got another match coming up. It should be an exciting one. It's going to be Fan Zhendong versus Jo Yu. Stay right here.
Alltså ett stort grattis till Ding Ning, världsmästarinnan, som gör oss nöjet att visa upp sig här på SOK i Eriksdalshallen. Mycket bättre blir det ju faktiskt inte. Vi får se om de båda herrarna Fan Zhendong och Jo Yu kan bjuda på något ännu bättre när de ställs mot varandra om lite drygt 5 minuter. Alltså nästa match i rulllistan. Fan Zhendong, Jo Yu, semifinal i herrsingel om 5 minuter.